Republicans update this week. A lot going on. Probably the biggest news right now, today, is we are moving ahead with Initiative 2066. This is an initiative directly to the people. It will not go through the legislature. That will restore consumer choice in Washington state about using natural gas as an energy source for heating your home or business or cooking or any way you want to use natural gas. As you probably know, it's been a major priority of the outgoing governor to restrict the use of natural gas as an energy source in Washington state. We as Republicans don't agree with this. We think it's important to maintain consumer choice as much as possible in all marketplaces, but especially in terms of energy. Energy efficiency, energy independence. So Initiative 2066 is one of a group of initiatives that would undo these restrictions that the outgoing governor and Attorney General Ferguson and the bureaucrats at the Department of Ecology and various legislators have supported that restrict the use of natural gas in Washington state. 2066 states clearly that individual consumers, real estate developers, builders, construction trades, they can make natural gas available if people want. And the good that this initiative will do isn't just to consumers. It'll also help utilities, which oftentimes rely on natural gas to generate base load energy, electricity, for many people who live in Washington state. These restrictions that the political left has tried to put on natural gas have had a bad effect on utilities. It drives up the cost of energy for utilities, and the end effect is higher utility bills for working families and everyone. So we believe that keeping a diverse portfolio of energy sources, including natural gas, is important. And Initiative 2066 assures that you will have the choice to use natural gas if you want in your home or your business. And it is an initiative directly to the people. It's not an initiative to the legislature like our recent initiatives have been. So if we can gather the needed signatures, about 400,000 signatures of registered voters in Washington state, if we can gather those signatures by July 5th, about 7 weeks from now, then it will qualify to be on the November ballot. It would be a fourth initiative on the November ballot. There are already three that will be there regardless. Those three are the big tax reforms: repeal the cap and trade tax scheme, repeal the controversial capital gains excise tax, and make optional the payroll tax that funds the so-called long-term care benefit run by the state. This would be a fourth initiative to restore consumer choice in natural gas. Obviously, initiatives are important to us, the Republicans and the common sense conservatives of all political stripes here in Washington state. And this does bring me back to our platform, the Washington GOP platform that we just passed a few weeks ago at our convention in Spokane. That platform, which was passed unanimously, a great unifying document of core values and principles, does describe specifically our belief in and support of the initiative process for doing good reforms like Initiative 2066 to restore that consumer choice in energy issues. We know that some of the radicals on the political left in the state, they want to get rid of the initiative process. And it is one of our core principles that the initiatives, the voice of the people, must be protected and maintained. And this gets back to constitutional values. Of course, the state constitution talks about all political power being inherent in the people. and that governments derive their just powers from the consent of the governed people, and that those governments exist to protect and maintain individual rights. The initiative process is an essential part of that power being inherent in the people. And we as Republicans and constitutional conservatives hold this as an essential value. So again, I'm going to refer you to the WAGOP platform. We'll link to it below this video. It's a great document. It's not terribly long. It's about 15 pages. It'll take you a few minutes to read it. But in about 18 sections, long paragraphs really, it describes what it is to be a common sense conservative in Washington right now. It describes our core principles and our core values of individual liberty, of effective limited government, of high quality basic education, and of freedom. Freedom of conscience, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and ultimately the freedom to be left alone, to live your life as you choose. The initiatives are part of that, and the ability to choose natural gas if you want to cook with it or heat your house with it, that's an essential value. That's it for now. I'll talk to you again next week, but until then, be well and stay strong.